the scooter you're looking for, it's not out yet. So, what works? It's a nice broad seat. It's a good riding position, but if you're not too tall, it will work better for you than if you're super tall. So I think Karthikeya will be very happy with this riding position. He's 5'6". He will fit into it. He will put his feet up and he'll have space. At 6 foot, I feel a little cramped, especially when I try to extend my feet, because when I try to extend my feet, my natural angle wants me to sit even further back on the seat, and there is a fairly substantial step there. So I can't actually push as far back as I'd like to.
So Veer must have been...
Veer was even more cramped, yes.
The knees in the bar types?
No, knees in the bar when you do this, yes. It's a big scooter. So it's not like you're suddenly cramped. It's just that you're sitting like this and you're riding and it feels okay. You can move your feet back, which can feel really good for some people too, because it's a long floorboard. But when you do this, I feel like the right angle is not available to me, because then I have to move back to achieve that angle is the thing that I'm saying. So for the average Indian size, and short riders, I think there is a lot of latitude here. You can move up in the seat, back in the seat, move your feet forward, keep them vertically under your knees, move them back. Lots of space. But the taller you get, it's not like you get cramped like this. It's just that the options you have to say, I'm comfortable now, start to reduce. So I tried and failed and tried and failed, but ultimately I was riding very comfortably, but with my feet under my knees rather than forward. The forward position just did not work for me. Hero does make good scooter engines, and here is another example of good scooter engines. The 160cc engine is not the most powerful of engines, but it is a good, smooth, refined and powerful feeling engine, where Hero has once again given it the wrong throttle tube. So you do this and you can't get to full throttle. Then you do this, then you get to full throttle, which just makes the scooter feel slower than it is, and it does not feel slow, so it does have performance. Okay, it's making roughly 14 PS and 14 Newton meters of torque. It is hiding the fact that it's a 142 kilo scooter quite well. It is priced on par with the Aerox, more or less. So you can see that the powertrain is not really the issue. Economy is obviously lower than the Yamaha, because the Yamaha engine is just stupidly fuel economical, right? So you can still take an Aerox, stay under the VVA, as somebody said on motoring circles. So if you don't activate variable valve on the Aerox, you'll see 45s, 48s kilometer per liter. That the Hero cannot do. But 40-ish should be possible. If you ride normally, which is not super slow and super cautious, still think you'll get 35, 36, 37, which for the size of the scooter is not bad. Which for the weight of the scooter is not bad at all. This is an extraordinarily heavy scooter if you think about it. The TVS NTORQ 150, 113 kilos.
But that's a smaller scooter as well.
It's a smaller scooter, it's running 12-inch wheels and all of that, but it is a 150cc scooter, and this is a 156cc scooter. That thing is making a little bit more torque than this at lower RPM than the Hero. The Hero is making more horsepower than the NTORQ. They are roughly in the same ballpark. The Aerox also is lighter than this. And sorry, the engine is liquid cooled. So it has a side mounted radiator just like the Aerox does. It is a 4-valve engine. It is a SOHC 4-valve engine. It's a thoroughly new, modern, in that sense, brand new platform for Hero to work with. So I'm not discounting how much work has gone into this platform. A, I'm not discounting how important it is for Hero to have a product like this. B, I am not discounting that a lot of you will ride the Xoom 160 and really enjoy it, and please do go buy the scooter if you enjoy it. But from whatever I'm seeing of what Hero is able to do with scooters today, this is not at the top of their game. This is somewhere in the middle of their game, which maybe for a flagship is a little inappropriate. That's all. It's good around the corners, which we were going to experience more of had the road not been wet and had the tires not started to feel so slippery and slidey. Brakes are okay, there's no problem. Unfortunately, this is still not with a rear disc. This is a drum brake, and therefore you get single channel ABS, which works okay. We didn't have any issues with the brakes. It does feel nice to ride in the city in terms of your sense of size and your sense of presence and all of that, at least to you. I don't know what you are seeing when you look at the front of the scooter, etc. But you do feel like, oh, I'm riding a nice and substantial machine in a way that the Aerox does not do. It turns easily and happily. The length you get used to. Okay, again, I'm coming from a place where I have experienced even larger vehicles with this in traffic, where I commute on large motorcycles and I don't notice the size anymore. I know that other journalists discussed it, where they said it took a moment, but then they got it. So I would not say that this is an everlasting challenge for you. You are riding physically a larger scooter than usual, so you will spend some time getting adapted to the idea saying, is that gap going to fit my scooter? The answer is yes. I'm telling you by default, the answer is yes. If you're asking the question, the answer is yes. But will you automatically reach that answer? Not on day one. It will take you 10 days to get there, and that's fine. That's absolutely okay. So in format, you have the scooter, you have a tunnel in the middle, which is, I asked multiple manufacturers this, it is one of the ways they classify a scooter as a maxi or not in India. This is not a global definition term. But in India, they say, if you're saying maxi scooter, we do imply that whether it is a large engine or not, it has a tunnel in the middle, not a flat floorboard. Okay?
So does it actually have a spine running through there?
I don't know for sure.
Because this classification almost seems like they're saying that becomes a visual differentiator.
It is a visual differentiator more than anything, because the fuel tank is probably there. Is there a spine there? No, I think this is an underbone frame. So the actual frame members are still going parallel to the floorboard. I think of it from the other direction. Hero's building a 160cc scooter. If they put a spine in there, then they can't build a family 160cc scooter tomorrow if they felt like it. Then they have to reinvent a chassis.
The Maxis always had that as it was part of the chassis, that tunnel that it used to be.
Yeah, so not necessarily. Like Maxi chassis go to some very extreme places. The Yamaha T-Max has a spine. It's an aluminium spar frame adapted. It's a whole new level, and it's an amazing scooter to ride. So visually there is an interruption there for sure. Is it structurally something there or not? We can figure it. So if I remember the structural diagram correctly, it's a regular underbone frame. It's a larger format frame. Maybe they built adjustability, maybe they didn't. But the idea is you could create a flat floorboard. And underseat storage, therefore, is a little bit more generous, but it is not at the Yamaha Aerox level of generous either. The wheel intrudes a little bit, so they have to package for it, etc., etc. It's not super generous. What?
Interesting. That the inconvenience is a product attribute.
Yeah. And I think that's okay. Yeah. I think the idea that a scooter began as a utilitarian tool, but it doesn't have to remain a utilitarian tool, is exactly how motorcycles evolved. Motorcycle utility didn't come from being super practical about carrying storage, but there was a time when it was the cheapest way to get around at a reasonably quick speed. And you took the risk for it, and you paid less for it, and you got around instead of a car. Scooters have to go through the same evolution, and I'm pretty sure if I can be so hardcore a motorcycle fan, then in India, being the size of the country it is, there have to be people who are hardcore scooter fans. And if you are a hardcore scooter fan, then you should have a scooter that talks to your passion. Why not? I'm happy that they've started. I'm just a little bit sad that this is where we've reached after so many years of having a few maxi scooters around, where the Aprilia SXR 160 came and basically disappeared. Didn't catch any traction really. That the Aerox, of all the people, Yamaha messed up the suspension. I mean, you never expect a Japanese company to make a boo-boo like that. When they fixed it, then the balance isn't Yamaha balanced. It is somewhat better. And then the Xoom 160 comes out, which has so much buzz about it. So many people are so excited about it. When you go ride it, some of you will say, yeah, I can work with this. And I think many of you will be like, oh, uncomfortable or something. So did it click into place? No. That is the primary issue. So if it clicks into place for you, please go ahead.
Hello. If you enjoyed this clip, which means you're into good conversations, and that's what we're all about. It's really hard packing in the essence of an idea into a 60-second clip. This 3-minute, 5-minute video would have given you a sense of that. And you can enjoy this entire conversation in its full glory on the MotorInc channel. So why don't you head out over there and subscribe to that? And you could subscribe to this channel as well if you enjoyed it.